That's what I'm wishing for you to have. And start this grand shadow all the way off on what I always start off on. The truth. And we're going to start off with real truth from the doctor of common sense, talking about Obama and him not being able to talk to a teleprompter. So we about to take a ride in the storm here on a jet ski.
Hello and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm the host, the international anchorman of Common Sense. Can I give a word of wise to you out there? If you are going to attempt to talk trash, you can't study when you talk trash. Barack Obama was pretending that he was going to, I guess, attack Donald Trump for not being fit to be leader, about his tweeting. And even I was embarrassed listening to Barack Obama. Now, normally I told you I did a video the other day saying that he is lost without his telephone. It's even worse than I thought. I'm going to let you listen to it. Please understand that this is really pathetic. He's trying to trash talk, but he can't get a damn word. This is embarrassing. Just take it. Watch this class. Based on divisions of race. All he's done is been race law. You guys talk about?
You know, a bunch of okey doke.
You look like an okey doke.
Just because
you can see. What are you talking about?
It sounds funnier. The tweets are.
What did you just say Donald Trump's name?
Then we're not going to build on the progress that we started.
You have made. Somebody get him a drink of water or something? If we all go
We already fell for it. We fell for the okey doke when we elected you president.
Isn't that disturbing for you? He's trying to trash talk. Then he talks about not playing the race card. All he does is play the race card. And then he starts talking about the okey doke. It almost hurts just to listen to it. Now, I'm going to let you listen to him again. And then I'll play up two more guys who had a stuttering issue. One's on the phone. I don't know if he's trying to order some pizza. They say he's trying to give up his name. Barack Obama is supposed to be really intelligent. They have a speech impediment, a speech problem. I thought he's supposed to be smart. Now listen to these two clips of these other two guys, and we'll follow it up with the president again. We're having a more time. I almost feel sorry for him. I honestly almost. Not yet. I almost feel sorry for him. Please take a listen to this.
Yes. Yes, sir. Sorry, son. As I was before, it's a positive kind of based on the
You already turned it.
race or religion.
Yeah, like you jerk.
You know, a bunch of
Okey doke.
okey doke.
Oh, we already fell for it. Oh, that doesn't sound bad.
You know,
Get the teleprompter.
That boy sounds bad.
it sounds funnier,
He's making that talk without teleprompter.
provocative. Then we're not going to build on the progress that we started.
Wait a minute. I know. Y'all think we're trying to make fun, but the other guys can't really help him. So I think one guy was trying to make an appointment. He can't even get his name out. I'm not trying to be funny. He couldn't even get his name. I feel sorry for him. Other guys, it was like he was trying to rev up a car, like, and then you got your president. I don't even know how he became president. I mean, he probably needed a teleprompter to take a bath. He's trying to trash talk and shoot from the hip. I guess he saw Donald Trump did it, and he says, I can do what Donald Trump does, because Donald Trump don't use teleprompters. Mr. Obama, you need a teleprompter. I mean, was that not embarrassing to you? I mean, it was embarrassing. It was hard to watch. It really wasn't. No, it was really. You trying to trash talk about tweeting? You can't get your words out. Never let him do another speech without a teleprompter. That was hard to watch. I mean, God almighty. I thought he was like trying to scratch a DJ or something. That's your president elected twice, by the way. Maybe he got a stuttering problem. I don't really know, but without that teleprompter, he's not the same guy. You know, like Superman needs his cape, Spider-Man needs his Spider-Man costume, Batman needs his Batmobile, Obama needs his teleprompter. Like, he could be like a superhero too, like a super Negro with a teleprompter. I can't kind of catch a phrase to try to help it, but that was embarrassing. It really was.
It really was, Bob.
There is a story out there. I believe it was Carol, a Funkadelic commander sent me this, sent me an email, and I think this is telling. We keep having candidates that's not qualified to run for public office. Now we're gonna see Hillary is not qualified for public office too, and guess what? The Republicans know it. The Democrats know it. Hillary knows it. According to U.S. Code Title 18, Section 217, U.S. Code Title 18, Section 217, states that Hillary is not qualified to run for president. And you want to know why? Section 8 said, whosoever willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, or destroys, or attempts to do so, or with intent to do so, takes and carries away any record, proceeding, a map, book, paper, document, or other thing filed as deposited with any clerk or officer of any court of the United States, or any public office, or any judicial or public officer of the United States, shall be fined under title or imprisoned nor more than 3 years or both. Section B says, whosoever having the custody of any such record, proceeding, map, book, document, paper, or thing willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, falsifies, or destroys the same shall be fined under that title or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both, and shall forfeit his office or her office and be disqualified for holding any office under the United States as used.
Now they hollering that dude. Shooting at the gorilla was racist.
By any person as a
Oh, motherfucking gorilla. Shooting at the gorilla was racist. Black Lives Matter. Oh, that motherfucker.
They said that, bro.
They said shooting at the gorilla was racist.
How stupid do they make us look, bro? Come on, bro. Man, that's ridiculous, man.
Oh, man.
That's just like saying that they got. That's just like saying that they gotta get their money, bro.
Oh, boy. Oh, shooting at the gorilla was racist.
The gorilla was racist.
Some of the emails have been released
I mean, so my said, yeah, they should have shot that mama. Somebody watching that boy, let that boy jump. That boy said, I'm gonna go down there. Mama said, no, you don't. That boy went down there. Disobeying, he don't follow his mama.
He ain't follow his mama,
He
bro.
don't follow instructions.
He was a badass boy. That was a badass boy, dog.
That gorilla, he said, that gorilla had that monkey in line, had him in line, didn't he?
He did it.
Did.
That boy wasn't moving, dude.
God damn. And when that boy tried to pull that gorilla, grabbed his heel again, grabbed that motherfucker by his foot. Boy.
Dude, that boy wasn't moving. No, he wasn't moving like a normal kid move. That boy was carefully moving, boy.
Here we have under U.S. Title Code 18 Section 2017 clearly stating that you're not, you cannot hold public office if you have removed any document, if you destroyed any paper.
Every time I think about Hillary Clinton still being up there, it ain't nothing but the power that she got.
Any document.
That's power, dog. Dave, we'll be in jail, Dave. We'll be in jail, bro.
What do you need?
We'll be in jail.
Absolutely. I will be in touch.
Hillary Clinton 2016 prison term. They got all this misdemeanor crap they'll rash you and I for. And here is this heifer destroying. Not only did she destroy classified information, the emails, some of those emails have been destroyed in congressmen and all these judicial hearings. They know this too, but they can't say it because it probably would indict Barack Hussein Obama. But not only did she destroy evidence,
even her people that work for her, they ain't go talk to nobody. Damn, that's some power, boy.
May include Russia and China to steal information off the server.
They like, they remember that job, they want their life.
She will sell the information to sell us out. So, if Eric Holder and Barack Obama have destroyed evidence, we have evidence Eric Holder and the whole held evidence.
That's fucked up, dude. You just got a job and you're all fucked up in this shit.
He and Barack Obama had guns running over to the Mexican drug cartel. Neither one of these sons of bitches is not qualified to be the president. And we have one queer without a birth certificate. He and all of his college manuscripts. I don't know where that bastard was born at. And to top it off, if Barack Obama was a good president, it would be bad enough if he was a good president.
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you? Thank you, sir. Your spectacular aircraft is now ready for you at our nearest airfield.
He, if he's got nothing to hide. On the premise of you on that, you know that's a bullshit. Nobody, would you pay, just say, let's be conservative. Just say you paid $10,000 to hide a birth certificate. Say it wasn't too big. Say you paid would you give somebody $10,000 to hide your birth certificate? Hell to the no. Reason he's not qualified to be president. Now we see Hillary also, who destroyed, obliterated, concealed, moved to serve in a restroom. Then she gonna come on. When she said that other people have done before it, I would pistol whoop that half a lock her up, and whoever else need to go lock their asses up too. I don't give a damn who it is. Here they are sweating us over misdemeanor crimes. These bastards are committing espionage crimes, high treason, and every damn thing else, and nobody goes to jail.
He ain't lying, bro.
They hold public office, and you got to pay them to keep ripping you off. Think about that. They hold office, rip you off, commit break all criminal laws, and then you got to pay them to keep them break off. Look how many vacations Barack Obama has taken on your tax man. Look how much money Hillary has wasted on your tax man, taking kickbacks from China, whoever knows, the Saudis, God knows about. Barack Obama knows on a policy tour, kissing everybody's ass. And he plays golf whenever he feels like he should be in jail for high treason, and we can't participate. And when he gets out of office, we don't get paid. Blows my mind how wicked the American people have become. This happened, this cunt, Hillary, needs to be in
cunt.
She's not qualified to be the damn president. Will somebody please cite this to all these constitutional scholars? U.S. Code 19 Section 2017. According to this, Hillary is not qualified to be the president of the United States. She's only qualified for a prison sake. She should level the nation for all the proper money we want. You can have diarrhea all damn day instead of retarded. get, I mean, she's just disgusting looking human. She's disgusting on the outside and the inside. There is nothing appealing about her at all. She has no virtue whatsoever. She has, the older she gets, the more disgusting she becomes. You know, some of them age with grace. The older they get, the more refined they look, the more beautiful they look, the more of their attitude just glows. The older this plant gets, the more disgusting she becomes. She looks more like a man. She wears the ugliest ass pants since I've ever seen in my life. She's more of a liar. She's more cold-blooded. Lock that cunt up now. Freaking amazing. Hello and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the International Anchorman of Common Sense. The FBI is trying to find ways around violating your Fourth Amendment. The national security state keeps talking about ways for the law enforcement to have a loophole to obtain your email without the search warrant. Let me get this right. Hillary's email we can't get, but you want our emails. And what's the national threat, security threat for our email? Now, Cheryl Mills, one of Hillary's girlfriends, is being blocked from questioning about the IT specialist who set up the server. In other words, even though Hillary's email may be linked to Russia tapping in there and going into criminal, we're going to ignore that. And we want to talk about how we can get into your email through the Patriot Act. Who started the Patriot Act again? Oh, George Bush. So Barack Obama is using George Bush's scheme. Have you ever heard of something called the Fourth Amendment? The Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution says the right of the people to be secure in their custody, houses, papers, and effect against unreasonable searches. So ignore the Fourth Amendment. Is that what you're saying? They saying we don't want to have anything to do with the Fourth Amendment. We need to get around that law because we want to be able to get in your emails. Why are they so hell-bent on wiretapping and violating our rights? I mean, they got evidence of Hillary Clinton helping our enemies. Nobody wants to see the email. Nobody threatens to go around everybody to get her damn email. Blows my mind with corruption in this country. The FBI is trying to write up special new rules that would let them use the National Security Letter, NSL, to get access to email records without any sort of court order. Anybody see anything wrong with that? Hillary's emails, they don't know where they at. Nobody can have full access to them. Cheryl Mills and Uma is not being allowed to testify. Hillary has not come clean. FBI hasn't even questioned Hillary yet. And the bastards want to have access to our emails? Any of y'all on national security detail or something? Why do you want access to our emails? You understand how these corrupt these people think? They want access to your emails, but Hillary's emails, who has been shown that she was corrupt, that she purposely let this email, she had to serve it now so she can get away from having to give information out later. She purposely put the email in there. She purposely used the personal email, not like everybody else used it. She personally used it to hide information so later on she cannot be brought up on this. Now we don't know what the email is, but the FBI won't even talk to her. But they need to see your email. They want to see your email, but they don't want to talk to Hillary. Have you read the Fourth Amendment? But of course, the Constitution doesn't mean anything. It's just like paper. It's like ink on paper. I keep telling people that. The Fourth Amendment, I repeat, the right of the people to secure in their persons, houses, papers, effect against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. And no warrant shall be issued upon probable cause supported by oath of affirmation, and particular. So, if you don't have a reasonable, a good reason, if you can't show a sustainable reason on why you need to be looking at my email. There should be a reason you're looking at my email. Because you don't want to talk bad about the president or the ones who ripping us off. They're mad because you're disgusting, them ripping you off, and they want to be able to use things against you for them ripping you off and destroying the country. And the FBI says we need to have access to your email. No, not Hillary. No, not Eric Holder, who was selling guns for the Fast and the Furious, but we need the regular taxpayer email addresses. And you think that the FBI in your government is not your worst enemy. And the more corrupt people in office, the bigger your enemy becomes. Cheryl Mills is like this. No, she can't answer any questions right now. I just want to ask about IT specialist who set up the service. No, that's off limits. Don't answer that question. Do not answer that question. How about Uma? Can I talk to her? Is that okay? She talks to FBI. I'm busy. That's really good on the party breaking stuff. Blow my mind what these people get away with. And nobody needs to question it. They need to see your email. But Hillary's email, and Eric Holder's email, and Cheryl Mills' email, and Uma's email, we can't see that. Don't worry, the Patriot Act is here because George Bush said so. Amazing.
Who served as Clinton's chief of staff at the State Department. In newly released transcripts from a deposition conducted Friday, Mills repeatedly refusing to answer questions about the role of computer specialist Brian Pagliano in arranging Clinton's private server. Mills also partly blaming the Benghazi terrorist attack for why Clinton failed to turn over her emails as she left office in 2013, as she was required to do so under the law, saying, quote, "We had lost our first ambassador in quite some time, and we were stepping through the steps of issues associated with that. And she, too, had fallen ill, and there had been a period of time where we were obviously navigating a whole set of issues in that space." Mills' deposition came in a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit brought by Judicial Watch. The conservative watchdog group's director of research and investigation had this to say about her testimony.
Nonsense. I mean, they absconded with records. They knew when they left office they were taking federal government records with them. They hid them essentially for 2 years. I guess you're supposed to feel sympathetic or sorry for them, but it just doesn't line up with the facts. It's gamesmanship.
7 hours of testimony. What did you make of it, Judge?
The legal bad news for Mrs. Clinton continues to cascade upon her. She hasn't had a breath of fresh air or good news from her legal side since the secret server was discovered. But we learned some interesting things yesterday. Mrs. Clinton, in the 4 years that she was Secretary of State, only used her BlackBerry. She did not use a laptop. She did not use a desktop. She didn't use a tablet. She only used her BlackBerry wherever she was. Guess where BlackBerries don't work? They are disabled by order of the IT people on the 7th floor of the State Department. Where was her office? On the 7th floor of the State Department. So the Secretary of State of the United States, in charge of diplomatic affairs around the globe, when she wants to communicate directly with one of her ambassadors.
Wow.
Leave her office, surrounded by a cordon of guards and aides, go down to the 6th floor, and then respond to emails. This is absurd.
Okay, that just seems, yeah, that's nonsensical to me.
All of this because she refused to use, they asked her several times, a government-issued BlackBerry because she knew that would be subject to the Freedom of Information.
So, Judge, wasn't this maybe not commensurate, but there was some conversation I remember early on with President Obama.
That's a powerful woman, bro.
What is the deal inside Washington? Oh, I can tell you. I mean, BlackBerries are traditionally more secure. I mean, IT people think that they're harder to break into, that the iPhone, it's easier for hackers to get inside, and within the government, for years, they've stuck to the BlackBerry. But, I mean, okay, I don't...
Well, if she had used a government-issued BlackBerry, it would not have been disabled on the 7th floor. It's because she used her own BlackBerry tied into her server in Chappaqua.
Okay, well, what about, I mean, the critics today are saying, after reviewing this 7 hours of testimony, the first in this, saying denial, denial, denial. And you look at the excuse that they're using, Benghazi, Judge. What do you make of that?
Well, Benghazi occurred 2.5 years after, quite frankly, that's nonsense. The reason they didn't turn over all the emails is because the emails weren't there. They were in the server in Chappaqua, and Mrs. Clinton, again, was terrified of people knowing, as they have a legal right to do, what she was writing and to whom she was writing it while she was Secretary of State.
Jedediah, I want to get you in here. Ms. Mills' lawyer, Beth A. Wilkinson, was obviously there with her, repeatedly clashed with the Judicial Watch lawyers during the 7 hours of testimony, saying their questions were beyond the scope of what the judge had allowed. You can't ask that. Yeah, there was a lot of that going.
Yeah, this is a really difficult issue for her. She doesn't want to answer these questions because either she's completely corrupt or she's completely, inept. And even if Benghazi happened at the same time, even if the argument was, well, there was this flood of Benghazi, you're telling me that the State Department is ill-prepared then to both follow the law and to handle a tragedy that occurs where you have to, so what is it? Are you corrupt? Are you hiding something? Is there a potential indictment that's going to happen here? Or are you telling us that you were just incapable of doing your job and you weren't familiar with the law? Either way, this doesn't look good for her. There's no escape route here.
I thought another really striking thing that came out during the testimony was the fact that they said they never considered the idea of how they would comply with the Freedom of Information Act. I mean, this came about because of Watergate, because people out there knew, you knew that you had to have transparency and for government workers to show what they were doing. They didn't even consider how they would comply with this law at all. That's a really important difference.
A very interesting question that was put to her were Mrs. Clinton's emails searchable for Freedom of Information Act purposes?
Right.
Because Mrs. Clinton has told several press conferences the answer to that was yes. Ms. Mills said the answer to that was no. It was impossible to search for her emails on her private server using the Freedom of Information Act folks at the State Department.
Are you all that surprised that there is such inconsistency on important points between Hillary Clinton and the people who work for her now? We don't know exactly what Ilma Abedin has said, but this is a pretty critical point where these women don't come together on the task.
It's a great question, and this is very unusual what they've done. They have the same lawyer. Beth Wilkinson represents all of Mrs. Clinton's aides. Sometimes the Justice Department will not let you do that because they know there's a difference of interest in that. I guess they didn't clarify things ahead of time.
I want to ask you about negligence, because that's been I've seen it hashtag, and negligence and intent.
Okay.
Where this comes into play?
Well, the most serious potential charge against Mrs. Clinton is espionage, which is the failure to keep safe state secrets that have been entrusted to you for safekeeping. And federal crimes, the government has to show the intent that is intended to expose them. Except for espionage is not an intent crime. The government can prove to a jury that espionage was committed by showing gross negligence. Gross negligence is the failure to take care of something with the really strong belief that a bad thing will happen if you don't take care of it. So simple negligence is driving along the street behind us at 30 miles an hour and hoping you don't hit anybody. Gross negligence is driving along the street at 90 miles an hour and hoping you don't hit anybody.
So let me give you a lecture on went on the record in this text.
That's that black chick.
What do you say about intent? She said the use of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server was absolutely not an attempt to evade the Freedom of Information Act. And that's under oath the first time we are hearing sworn in testimony.
That is defied by an email from Huma Abedin, in which Mrs. Clinton was offered a BlackBerry when the server went down. So granted, we have the 7th floor stuff where the BlackBerry doesn't work, but sometimes the server in Chapel Court went down, so the BlackBerry didn't work anywhere. Right. So the IT people, that would be Brian Pagliano, said, Madam Secretary, here's one that will work. And
this is a lot of devices now.
Yes, and UMA sends an email to Pagliano and to other IT people saying, we can't have that because whatever she says, I'm not going to be subject to that freedom of information.
And the other thing, too, is that with Pagliano, with all these different devices, not only were able to trace the email out between her and Brian Pagliano, but they weren't able to build it because they got what they got.
Listen, there's some funny things that happened. She sent an email to a very close friend, and then her computer went down. The close friend responded. Luna came back to the responder, so the close friend called the State Department's main switchboard, saying, would you please use this file for Mrs.
This story is changing fast, and we're on it. And you've been on this story with us from the beginning, Judge.
It's a lot of reading.
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump face off in the general election. It's shaping up to be an extremely close race, just points apart. And new polling shows a definite jet. It could be a squeaker if the numbers hold. Brand new polling showing if Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump face off in November, voters right now have Clinton just 4 points ahead, leading Trump 45 to 41%. Support for the candidates is split among men and women. This is interesting. Men go Republican, choosing Trump 51 to 35%. That's a big gap. It flips among women. It's tighter. Women choose Clinton 54 to 30%. Actually, no, it's just as big. And Trump is leading among independents slightly. 40% will choose him over Hillary Clinton. So as we come back out with you, Judge, I'm curious, first of all, to know, is it too far out still to look at any of this, or do you start to study the trend?
I think the professionals would tell you it is too far out to look at it, and the numbers they are looking at are these numbers in the battleground states, which we don't have yet, but we don't have here with us today. The national numbers are interesting. They show the extraordinary development of Trump's popularity in the past 6 months. I don't think anybody could have predicted this 6 months ago. But the most important numbers that the pros are looking at are Trump versus Clinton in the battleground states. Now, Trump says he's going to change the battleground states. New York, New Jersey, and California. So what is a battleground state is the next question.
So that's tricky to get it because Hillary Clinton is now going up against Bernie Sanders and the Republican Party in California. And I realize it's a party, but it does matter. Because if she doesn't lose weight there, if she happens to lose but only squeaks that out, does that also put that state in play in a general
Potentially. I think a lot of this stuff has the ability to really flip. People are just starting to listen to these candidates as more general election candidates instead of primary candidates. I think what's interesting when you look at polling, more than the numbers, is if you look at the issues and you look at who people trust based on issues. For example, in this poll, if you break it down, people say Trump would be better at creating jobs, Trump would be better at handling ISIS. I think that's important because those are the key issues, I think, national security and the economy. So that's how I tend to look at it. But the number of issues, I think women, I think when you look at gender and stuff like that, it's way too early. And remember, these two are going to wind up having to debate each other. They're going to be front and center on those issues, where people are really going to get to see the contrast without the distraction of the Bernie Sanders and the 550 other Republicans that were running at one point.
All right, so when you... 16, it wasn't 500. I think it was 500, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, okay. Felt like it. Between how many men would vote for Trump and how many women would vote for Hillary Clinton? It is interesting because, you know, we tend to look at these things in broad spectrum, you know, who's going to get the most votes across the board. And it's really about getting your base out and getting your people fired up and out in the raw numbers. So you look at that gender gap and you say Hillary Clinton's got to get more women out there to vote and more women fired up. I asked a marketing expert, a great guy, Bruce Durkell, that yesterday. And he was saying that she could appeal to women better by appealing to them as a grandmother and a mother and being more like that. Like, she did try that. I mean, it's a tough sell. Right? Wasn't that her abuela? The problem is the issues you're talking about. national security and also the economy. On the economy, she has said, I'm going to put my man in charge, Bill Clinton. I don't know that. That's not. And on national security, all she can really do is point to Libya. I mean, that was her national security. Well, really interesting was her foreign. It was a policy speech, you know, that we're expecting to come up, how she's going to answer Donald Trump back. Remember, that was the first time we had seen him as kind of a teleprompter-aided speech. Your thoughts? I wanted to quote the director of this Quinnipiac poll, because talking about the very tight race that he is forecasting based on the polling results, he says that this is not only going to be a divide between Democrats and Republicans in the fall, the young and the old, white, black, Hispanic voters, and husbands and wives. I thought that was such a great point, because to take this down to a household level, Judge, no, but just anecdotally, when you're out there and you're talking to your friends, there's a division within households about who people are going to support, and he makes the point. This question could be who we dislike the least, and you do hear that conversation as well.
You hear that a lot, whether it's moral or not. A lot of people are going to vote the theory that I dislike that person.
All right, the rumble is growing louder from Republicans who say they want a third-party candidate. We told you yesterday the Weekly Standard's Bill Kristol said he had somebody in mind. Well, now Fox News is confirming. The man he wants to launch an independent bid against Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton is a man by the name of David French. He's an Iraq War veteran, a staff writer for the National Review, and a constitutional lawyer. Former Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney tweeted about it. I know David French to be an honorable, intelligent, and patriotic person. I look forward to following what he has to say. Not everybody is on board with the idea here, Syndicate economist Charles Kraft.
It's a mistake. The conservatives can go on another candidate with the exclusive intent, essentially.
Yep.
He is the nominee of the real presidents of all people. He is aware of that. If he's not going to win, he should not be able to come and start going back.
You know, it's interesting. More people may be familiar with his wife than him. I mean, she's written, Mrs. French, Nancy French, has written books with Sarah Palin and with others. Yeah, that's his wife, and so she's a best-selling writer. So that's interesting. And Jedediah in the green room, your response was, who is he?
I've never heard of him. I mean, you could put any one of us up there, and I think that they would have more name recognition. I think it's insanity at this point to pull someone who has no name recognition at this stage, and you're basically saying, let's ignore the will of the people. Let's ignore the will of people who have supported Donald Trump. This is who they're supporting. You don't like him? You don't have to vote for him. You can do a write-in. You can vote for Gary Johnson. You can write in Rand Paul. You're a libertarian. You can do whatever you want. But to come and have this campaign, essentially, to take this guy down, sounds desperate, sounds crazy.
The question would be, who does it hurt the most? When you look at a third-party candidate added to the mix, if it turns out to be Clinton and Trump, actually, Clinton would get 40% of the vote, Trump 38%, so it's about even. I mean, I guess a third, but this isn't just David French, this is any third-party candidate.
I think
it has the potential to backfire and actually help Trump, because remember, his whole narrative is that the establishment is against him. So if you have this Stop Trump movement still out there and conservatives still rallying against him, it gives him that talking point back. All right, let's watch what he said, though, real quickly, Judge, and then I'll come back.
It's a guarantee. Well, you can't even get on in Texas now because they missed their deadline, and now they're missing other deadlines. And all he's doing is, I guess, trying to get publicity for his failing magazine, I imagine.
He's talking about Bill Kristol. That interview was right before the name had been released.
Trump is correct about Texas, which of course is the third largest state in terms of the number of electoral votes. It's already too late. What does that mean? The date has passed by which an independent candidate has to submit petitions and register in order to get on the ballot. Mike Bloomberg, who has limitless funds, spent a fortune to survey all 50 states, and he concluded it would be fruitless if he did it. So where these guys are getting this money, why they're doing it, what they hope to accomplish, what end result they think they can bring about is a mystery to me. And we know some of these folks.
David French on Twitter 12 hours ago, I'm incredible on his account anyway, I'm incredibly humbled by and grateful for the many expressions of support. Thank you. So he's excited. Well, that wasn't coming from Donald Trump, because
The understatement of the day.
you just heard him say that, but also remember yesterday how many times he called him the L word. You said that had ended by midnight last night. Yeah, he wasn't calling him the loser anymore. Yeah. But yeah. So, but the legality of this, though, Judge, you're saying there's major obstacles. They can't get past the Texas situation?
The number of signatures needed on petitions and the human beings
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help?
Impossible.
Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
Texas, it is already too late.
Well, and it's so important for the electoral count that you have already shared with us
Correct.
today. Jedediah's point, though, about what this does overall with the voters is huge because they don't feel like the herd. It's getting ugly in the race to the White House, as we've been kind of talking about. Hillary Clinton is stepping up her assault on Donald Trump now, using several different lines of attack. A major foreign policy speech. This after she launched a multi-pronged attack on Trump yesterday to hit his record on veterans issues and undermine his news conference about the money he's raised for vets. Clinton's campaign hosting a national press call, releasing statements, unleashing surrogates in key battleground states, and Clinton herself even called in to a few news shows. And after blasting Trump, she was asked why she hasn't been willing to face the press herself.
It has been pointed out to me that it's been something like 5 or 6 months since you've held an actual press conference. Is that something you're going to remedy soon?
Oh, I'm sure we will. Look, I was shocked myself that I've done nearly 300 interviews, and they're not even sure they've captured all the ones that I've done. But I believe that we can and we should answer questions. Of course I'm going to, in many different kinds of ways.
I'm sure we will. Yeah. Trump quickly picking up that line of attack, tweeting, quote, I am getting great credit for my press conference today. Crooked Hillary should be admonished for not having a press conference in 179 days. Now, we are the media, so we did have to go ahead and check that math, and in fact, he was right. As of today, 180 days. December 4th of 2015 is the last time she had a press conference. I loved her calling into these shows and laughing. Judge, you remember the last time she had that press conference was when she talked about wiping the silver plate with the cloth. You mean like with the cord?
She mocked the question of our colleague and how it
You guys have the same laugh now. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's fun.
Ed says to her, did you like the silver plate? Do you mean like with a tissue? She hired Brian McLaren to wave the silver plate. The FBI has extracted what Mr. Pentagon thought he white, and when she mocks the FBI, as she did in that interview, they take it all down and they're unquestionable.
Yeah. And she's not facing the press, but she's hiding behind the phone, calling into the show.
At least she's not putting us behind velvet ropes anymore. I don't know that they would put them behind the
One of the reasons that
reporters are behind lines.
one of the reasons she probably won't do a general press conference is for fear that she might say something that would incriminate her in the 2 criminal investigations the FBI is conducting. So she has a choice between following the advice of her lawyers and don't say anything, and following the advice of the standard political people, get it all out.
She's engaged in over 300 interviews, as she just explained to us. Hasn't she faced those questions already? That's what she'll tell us, though.
She will say that. Brett Baer questioned her aggressively. That's the only time she's been challenged in these 300 interviews, and I can't claim to have seen all of them. But she's never exposed herself to open-ended questions with follow-up from the general press.
Well, I do remember that when she was keeping reporters at bay, and we went those, the first 100 days. I remember we marked that. There was like a clock in the corner, and you and I showed that we put on our inline skates, and we were in the street after her, and she was at a work that I had, and rolled out her campaign. I mean, there's been some sort of, fun taunting, I guess you could say. But in all of that, when she literally pinned reporters in behind the ropes, she took a lot of criticism for that.
She lives in a hermetically sealed bubble when she goes out to make sure that no one can get anywhere near her. But I want to ask you, Jedediah, so does the general public, do they really notice the difference? Because we're following this so closely. Between when she sits down and does a one-on-one interview and when she stands there like Trump and just cold takes questions from the audience, which is a lot more dangerous. But I don't know if the general public realizes the difference and takes notes and sees the danger.
I think they see it. I think what the general public notices is what she notices, which is that she's terrible at it. I mean, I have to give her some credit for self-awareness here. I think she doesn't talk to the media and she doesn't deal. But she's not going to sit down with Judge Knapp and take some questions because she's not stupid.
Oh, heavens to Betsy, no.
She's not. I mean, you know, she's not going to do that because it's
I will
difficult
offer
for
myself for that.
I would too. I would ship you out. But in the same way, she doesn't want to do a debate on Fox News. She doesn't want to subject herself to that because she's smart enough to know that she has nothing to gain. She's not good at this. She is not her husband. When he can be embroiled in scandal and somehow get out there and he's likable still. She has a problem with likability and trust and transparency and honesty. And these interviews that she has done, they're not helping those numbers. So doing harder interviews with harder questions certainly aren't going to help.
If you can't shake Bernie Sanders on your way to California, you probably don't want to sit down with Judge Knapp.
Well, he is likable.
It's true.
I've met Bernie. He's a
he is nice.
All right. New details in a lawsuit that could impact Donald Trump's campaign. So-called playbooks for selling people on Trump University unsealed yesterday when testimony by some former managers of the for-profit school was also revealed. Those former Trump employees describing aggressive sales tactics, they say, they were told to use, such as urging financially strapped customers to find the money, choosing words of flattery that are most persuasive, and picking specific music for the gatherings. But Trump's lawyers say the complaints come from a small number of students and that the vast majority were satisfied with their experience. A statement from the Trump Organization says, quote, the court's order unsealing documents has no bearing on the merits of Trump University's case. Much of the unsealed evidence, including declarations and surveys from former Trump University students, demonstrates the high level of satisfaction from students and that Trump University taught fake information. Judge, I got to come to you. What do you think of this from a legal perspective? Is this going to impact him? I mean, you're talking about aggressive sales tactics. In some circles, they refer to that as good marketing. I mean, what's the line here?
I do not know the merits of the case against him. I know that there's a group of his former students, if they were students, who paid a lot of money and felt they didn't get their money's worth, and they have sued. And if you add up all their demands, it comes to about $40 million, a lot of money for anybody. I also know that some of them are suing him personally, that he is not protected by the corporate shield. I assume that Trump University was a corporation. But what we just saw, what you just summarized, ask people to go out and find the money, talk to them using flattering words, play the right music in the background. What the heck is wrong with that? I can't see that as violating any standard of salesmanship. Look, this isn't Princeton University where you are trying to get in there or it's a school that has to sell itself and show what it has available. And that's the job of these salespeople who, as far as I can see, use techniques that were quite mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, when the public hears this story, I'm wondering, do they just see this as a non-story? I mean, when I read some of this, and I worked in marketing before, a lot of it just read like sales tactics that weren't necessarily corrupt or anything. It was just aggressive sales tactics is not a crime.
You know, it goes to the story of him as an aggressive business person who wanted to sort of profit at all costs, which is, you know, kind of what business is all about. I think people do hear that. But like any line of attack, especially when it comes from the Clintons, it opens up coming back on them. For example, I mean, in a lot of the good work that was done by the New York Times and Charles Ortel that was pulled out recently, we saw that Bill Clinton got $16 million from Laureate University, which is another for-profit university, which makes Trump University look like a bodega on the corner.
Yeah, Bill
you know, I mean, they're guilty of the same thing.
University.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, what about it? Judge, what specifically, though, about his attack on this judge? What do you make of that portion of it? Because I agree. I think he could actually gain sympathy in all this. The attacks and the charges that he was, this university was teaching students to bet against the U.S. housing market. Well, that's kind of what you do when you're learning about real estate, how to buy cheaper and sell higher.
I think that he was upset that the records were unsealed, that he views this as essentially a private dispute in which the public has no interest. The other side is you're running for president of the United States, you owned or operated this thing, it ran in your name, and people have the right to know what you did or what it is alleged you did. But why you would call the judge, a well-respected judge, a quote hater, I don't know. I don't know enough about the case to justify or to criticize Donald Trump's use of that phrase. It is a phrase rarely corrected
judge.
No, it is a case rarely directed at trial judges, particularly ones who are going to rule on your case.
Carlos, I want to ask you though, is this an easy story for Hillary to grab and say, well, Trump victimizes the little person? Is that an opportunity for her?
You know, I guess it depends on which part of the story she grabs for. Because if you go based on what we've just learned from these unsealed documents and the business practices, what's she going to call him? Greedy? I mean, I don't know that the man who ran The Apprentice for several years as a #1 television show is really going to be hurt by the word greedy. Like, I don't think that really hurts him. But if she goes after the whole idea of trustworthiness and all of this and ethics, she may be able to land some blows. But I'll tell you what some Trump supporters have told me since the documents were unsealed. And that is that they're glad that this has come out because it gets him to answer to it very early on. Remember, Donald Trump said he could have settled this, but he chose not to because he wanted to fight. We don't know the merits of the case, so we don't know what he thinks he can fight and win. And I doubt that he would get in a battle, although I do think he just likes to fight. But I think he'd also do it because he can win. So she's got to be careful, because if he comes out on top of all this, if she pushes too hard, the big one I told you so is going to go.
And also if she brings up trust and ethics, people will go,
It's still on Palomino. I like the glass house. Yeah, we don't have a man. 45 seconds.
I happen to agree with the Justice Department. 4 lawyers lied to a federal judge 4 times. It was a very significant lie. Has anybody applied under the president's program yet? No. Guess how many applied? 100,000 already applied. So it's a material and substantial lie. In return for those lies, the judge ordered all 10,000 lawyers in the Justice Department to undergo ethics training. So that's really too broad a scope. If my courtroom, I would have said, you folks lied to me, you're off the case, you're out of my courtroom, and I'm going to send what I know about you to the people that you execute lawyers who lied.
Now, can the judge come back and say, you know what, I'm going to issue a new order, and it's more streamlined, and I want those specific people who lied and who were part of the lie with regard to immigration and the president's use of executive order, I want those people to get
If he doesn't do that, I think the appeals court will order him to do. One of the arguments the Justice Department makes is it's going to cost $10 million to conduct all these ethics classes and say nothing about all the lost time by lawyers prosecuting cases.
You think that's a viable argument?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, let's talk about the money, with money on the couch today. I mean, it's interesting because I actually don't think it's an effective punishment on the right people, because isn't that what we're after here is we want to change behavior. And I always think money is one of the best ways to change people's behavior. I mean, if these lawyers were either fined, brought up, reprimanded, made to pay one way or the other for what they did, because what they did is incredibly serious.
Yes.
Like you said.
The whole...
But I don't know that sending people to ethics classes and everyone has that kind of an impact. I mean, it's,
The whole legal system is based on trust. Lawyers make statements to you. You're the judge. You couldn't possibly know the facts as well as the lawyers. Do you believe them?
Yeah.
When they lie, when they conspire to lie, when you accept the lie, when the other side suffers because of the lie, there has to be consequence.
So, I mean, so Jedediah, going back to this, the filing suggested $7.8 million would be the price tag here. And to Melissa's point, what would it even do?
That's true. This ruling reminds me of a bad teacher who 2 kids cheat on a test and the whole class has to pay. Like the whole class has to sit and write on the blackboard, and that stuff drives me crazy. I don't understand why you wouldn't just target the ruling to the people who have done something wrong, as opposed to holding everyone accountable for something that they didn't do.
They must think it's systemic, They must think that this is going on and that the lesson is not being taught, that you can't lie to a judge. And remedy that, I think, again, very severe punishments on the people who did it. As another lawyer, another student, you would look at that and say, wow, I do not want to be in that road.
Exactly.
So, Judge, there must maybe be some evidence that there is a systemic problem.
If there is, it hasn't been made public yet, but if there is, it will be used in the appeal because the lawyers for the states, 26 states are suing the federal government, including the president. We'll have to present that in the appeals court.
Or they were doing it just to cover their backs, because if it happens again, they say, why didn't you do something about this before?
Well, when you know about a lie in a case, you're not the person who caused the lie, you're the one lied to. You are obliged, you are required to reveal it to the court.
All right, thank you, Judge. It's The Encounter. Thank you to Judge Andrew Napolitano for joining us today. Good to have you, sir. Always good to have you.
It was a pleasure.
Right,
Thank
can
you.
you laugh us out? On that note, you're
for Outnumbered Overtime on the web. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/outnumberedFNC. The fun continues there. We'll be back on TV tomorrow at noon Eastern. Happening Now starts right now.
All this is my tribute to you would have to be an asshole to vote Hillary in, even though fuck Donald Trump ain't no motherfucking better, but fuck that. We know what Hillary is doing, and what she doing is too much gangster. So therefore, we definitely don't need no gangster like Hillary in there after having Obama, and then thinking about her husband and what he did, and then hearing what her husband said. Obama would have been a boy going fetch his fucking coffee. So right then and there, pissed me the fuck off on me thinking that he was like the first nigga president that we ever had, when that motherfucker was the one that lived there and signed a law for the 3 strikes for a nigga to be incarcerated for strong arm a piece of fucking pizza. So fuck him too. So
But do you really believe that Hillary is presidential? This is not presidential. The Libya invasion was disgusting. I mean, you know what? ISIS has the oil from Libya. We went in, we knocked them out of Libya. We did all
It's a pleasure doing business with you.
oh shut up, man, you're still for oil.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, she'll answer the call. Guess what? She was sleeping. She was sleeping like a baby. Don't wake me up. Of course, she took the calls from her slimy friends, but she didn't take 500 to 600 calls. They were calling and calling, and she was sleeping, and she did that phony commercial. Remember that? That phony commercial. If the phone rings at 3 o'clock in the morning, well, it did ring a lot of times, and she was sleeping. Maybe it's no energy, low energy, right? She needed her sleep. She needed her sleep. So her Libya invasion, decisions on Syria, Iraq, and Iran have made the Middle East more dangerous than ever before. And you know that. She went to sleep when her ambassador was murdered, and we talked about that, but she went to sleep. She wants to ship all of our jobs overseas. Hillary Clinton wants to make trade agreements that will take care of the rest of her jobs that her husband didn't take care of with NAFTA. We're not going to let it happen, folks. We're going to bring our jobs back. A big thing, and a big thing for Sacramento. Another point. I said it before. She wants to abolish the Second Amendment. Never, ever going to happen. And she does. And believe me, she'll say, I don't want to abolish. You look at what she wants to do. She wants to abolish the amendment. Just believe it. She wants totally open borders. She wants a 500% increase in Syrian refugees. Now, remember this, folks.
So I say again, if y'all was to vote Hillary in, you are an ass to the vote. This woman is lying worse than the lies could be lied to. And then you gotta think she got Clinton out of all the bullshit that he was in with the woman, by making the woman go out of town and disappear. And y'all ain't gonna trip off of that.
I mean, honestly, she should not be allowed to run. She should not be allowed to run. With that being said, we're sitting there. That's better than having an iPhone, right? That's the old-fashioned one. And I said, Coach, how we doing against Donald Trump? He said, I've been waiting for you to call. And that was the week before I went to Indiana. And man, was he good. He was great. And we won in a landslide. But we won New York, we won Pennsylvania, we won Connecticut, we won Rhode Island, Delaware, and Maryland. Then we won them with the last ones. I'll tell you, a special place for me was New Hampshire. Because in New Hampshire, I got to know the people really well. That was my first victory. I wasn't supposed to win New Hampshire. Jeb Bush was supposed to win. But he was the good in territory. He was the best of it. And I got to know the people when I campaigned and I made speeches. But I really sat down with people in New Hampshire. I said, what's the problem up here? Because they were, they got some problem. They said, our problem is heroin. I said, heroin? What are you talking about? I said, our problem's heroin. Now you look at the rivers and the trees and those beautiful roads. It doesn't seem they have a tremendous heroin problem. You have it, everybody else. And it comes across the border. That's why that wall is going to get built. And that wall is going to be so powerful. It's going to be so powerful. And don't kid yourself. No war, ask Israel. Do wars work? They work. Just ask Israel. Have no choice. Have no choice. Folks, we have no choice. When I was on the debates, did I do a good job in the debates? I think so. I never debated professionally. All of a sudden I'm standing up there. Remember, there were 17 people. 17. They had what they call the children's stage and the real stage. And every single debate, I was dead center, right? And it used to bother me when we had an even number. I'd tell CNN and I would tell Fox, I'd say, listen, I want to have odd numbers. And they never knew what I was saying because when you have an odd number, you're in the center. When you have an even number, you got two guys in the center. That's not. So, but I was in the center for every debate. Every single poll, the online polls after the debate, every single poll of every single debate they say I won. I didn't know. I never did this yet. Ted Cruz, who was like a professional debater, you have all these people. I look so forward to debating crooked Hillary. Oh, wonderful.
I'm looking forward to seeing next week.
Bernie wanted to debate.
That's going to be for real live TV. So she don't want to debate with you, partner. I think she'd rather go fuck with the FBI.
Bernie, in all fairness, I said, put up money to the networks, put up money for women's health issues in this country. And they're very cheap. They want to make a lot of money, but they're not so fast with giving it away. But I would have liked it. But then I said, and somebody told me, I said, look, the system is rigged. The guy is working hard, but the system is rigged. We can't win. You shouldn't be debating the guy that comes to number 2. Does that make sense, yeah? And the networks weren't coming through. But it would be a good spectacle. We knocked off Bernie and then we knocked off Hillary. I don't know. The problem is he can't win. The system's all rigged up. It's all rigged up by Hillary. So let's see what happens. But I look so forward to the debate. Whoever the hell I have to debate, I don't care. But I look so forward to those debates. So here's what we're going to do. We have a country that doesn't win anymore, right? We know that. We have a, when was the last time? Seriously, think about it. When was the last time we had a victory in this country? We don't have victories anymore. Did you see our GDP? It's like almost zero. If that happened in China, they have a revolution. It's, they get down to 7%, 8%, and they start devaluing their currency again, which kills us because they take our jobs and they kill our companies when they do that. And they're not supposed to do that. And they're not supposed to be building fortresses in the South China Sea. They have no respect for our country. They have no respect for our president. They think he's a total lightweight. And now he's going to be campaigning. And you know what? He shouldn't campaign. He should go out and do the job that he's supposed to be doing, not campaigning. So, we don't win anymore. We don't win with jobs. We don't win with the economy. We don't win at all. But let me tell you, folks, and I mean this so sincerely, we are going to win like we've never won before. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're going to bring our jobs back. We're not going to let Carrier go so easily to Mexico. We're not going to let Ford build its plants in Mexico and other places. We're going to say, folks, you're not going to close plants in Michigan. I think I'm going to win Michigan. You know, Michigan's another one. They're saying that a Democrat will win Michigan, except for a problem. They just looked at a poll. Trump is winning in Michigan. Because for 2 years I'm talking about how Michigan has been abused. That's why I won in Indiana. I won Indiana. Because for years I've been talking about what is happening with Indiana and certain companies. And then all of a sudden, Carrier says they're leaving and they fire all those people. And those people used to attend my speeches like crazy. So here's the story. We don't win anymore, we're going to start with.
We're going to keep an eye on Donald Trump's rally in California. Coming up, we're talking with Newt Gingrich. He's here to weigh in on the 2016 race.
Just because it sounds
It's over for you.
The Trump administration should make
Somebody got to
We're going to rebuild our military. We're going to invest in defense. We're going to have new roads, bridges, infrastructure, all that stuff.
Donald Trump just a few moments ago signed a very political rally in Sacramento, California, rediscovering God in the military discussion on the role of faith in our nation's history and future. Former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, he said he really went hard after Hillary. She's not presidential. Low energy, which was interesting. That she was asleep when the ambassador was killed, and she lied about it. Bad judgment, broke federal law. Anybody else would be in jail to the laws of this country, and then went forward with his agenda. This is seemingly now a pivot, a big change in terms of now he's going after Hillary as he promised. How effective will that be?
Oh, I think it'll be very effective. Look, I think if you really dislike Trump, none of this has any impact on him. But for people in general, there's a rhythm there, there's a pattern. We have a guy who's very self-confident. He has an opponent who is really unable to really do the job of being the candidate for president. So the gap between the two, and I think will get bigger and bigger. He is coming. And every year, there is no American. It's not Ronald Reagan, it's not Richard Nixon, it's not Barack Obama, it's not Bill Clinton. It is a Donald Trump unique, extraordinary experience. And you have to relax and take it for that kind of a unique experience.
Well, I'm going to get to the issue of what his agenda is and how effective he'll be and the promises he's making and running on, which I think is still very conservative. I know you always say nationalist populist, but I want to go over that with you in a minute. He's been taking on the media in a pretty profound way. Back in 2007 and 8, I said, journalism in America is dead. I remember you were in one debate and you said that's a Mickey Mouse question, for example. And, you know, it seems that people are getting it. We've got Telemundo that is now has their camera guys choreographing news caught on tape. We've got the New York Times debunked story about Trump and women, but they don't interview Juanita Broaddus, Kathleen Willey, and Paula Jones. Then we got Katie Curran inserting 8 seconds of dead air and including dramatic music to create something that didn't happen. So it seems like when he says the media is scum and liars, that's
yeah, look, I know lots of reporters that you do. Most of them as individuals who do some but almost all of them are on the rise. I think sometimes that Trump overreaches when he doesn't need to. All he's really got to say is, look,
These folks are homeless. These reporters are on the street. First of all, that's not most of the reporters in the New York Times, anyone I know personally. That's her husband, the guy who's the head of the Times. If anybody in the attorney is fine, they give personally a bad businessman. He's been a sort of a terrible business. He's widely destroyed the New York Times. And he's a hard-line left-wing nutcase. And they're just going to go straight at him. But I know many people who do the same thing, Sean. We go really honest, really decent people who want to do well. Do I think that the larger world bias against Trump? Yeah. Do I think it's a pretty clever tactic to take him down? I proved that in 2011. The country will side with the candidate against the media almost every time because they are being such a huge, gigantic, stupid target. But this latest thing about Trump's donations to veterans, which turned out to be $6 million, versus Clinton's, which is about $75,000. It's so pathetic and grotesque. The news media just can't stop and say, you know, he's a pretty good guy, we did a pretty good thing for people we really admire. Really, getting about the baloney. And then they treat Hillary as though she's a real person and a serious person. She's saying, oh, the news media are doing it. Sitting in a press conference and I think 180 days.
The other example that I read, the New York Times, and then their choice of story, they don't look at the Clinton enabling question of women and the smearing and slandering and besmirching. And now everything seems to backfire. He gave $6 million, Hillary gave $70,000. The judge presiding over the Trump University case is a member of La Raza, a group of lawyers, the race, as you know. And then we find out that the judge, that the law firm Robbins Geller, appointed by Judge held in the case to represent the plaintiff in the Trump University case, has another connection beyond donating $2,700 to Hillary Clinton. It seems that Robert Geller paid the Clintons nearly $500,000 for 2 speeches. Everything seems to boomerang back. I've never seen it like this before. It's hilarious.
No, there's a reason.
Now, the motherfucking Jews don't mind you seeing Holocaust movies for one reason. Because they want to see, they want you to see, and they're proud about what they overcame. They ain't using it as something to be victimized. Because they running shit. They don't mind you seeing that shit. This is what we came from, motherfuckers, and we still survived. We overcame that bullshit. Niggas see those movies, like Snoop. I'm just tired of seeing all them kind of fucked up movies, seeing history, people beating our ass and stuff, and then some of the shit still going on fucking today. So that's the whole motherfucker. Jews ain't getting pounded and beat their ass beat up today, and our society, they running shit.
They running shit. So it's like, why show us at our worst and we still at our worst?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes sense to me.
Yep.
I'm saying this Professor Griffith.
The cesspool of corruption which runs from the Clinton Foundation to the State Department to the campaign machine in a way that, frankly, in the tradition of the Founding Fathers,
Jews don't complain about the Holocaust movement because they're the ones that made them. If they're the ones that made them, if they're writing it with their own perspective, you know what I'm saying? They're writing it with their own lens. They're writing it with their own outcome.
That's what Griff said. They writing this shit. They let you know what their outcome is. Because they win. They win.
Continues to tell the story. The lion will never fail. You know what I'm saying? The lion's not going to get jumped because the story of the hunt. The ball is told by the hunter. It's never told by the lion. So we have to understand that particular dynamic when it comes to these situations. Dealing with the resurgence now and the remaking of an old story of slavery. An old story that with white people here in America fascinated by activity because it's done something for the people of the psyche. With people in charge and then controlling everything, controlling black people, the government, whether it's the richest golfer, or the best and richest tennis player, or the best and the best quarterback, or the best boxer, or the best mathematician, and the best gymnast. You understand what I'm saying? And then now, one of us is sitting in the top seat of America, which is the White House, which is real not black. So we have to understand this particular dynamic of the psyche of white people, dealing with racism, white supremacy. That goes hand in hand with the whole black. Not necessarily the hard, straight Donald Trump, but the whole idea of talking Donald Trump for white people to move from judge for the check for this and all for them to a movie or to a video. That's a good idea. I learned that word from watching movies and that's stuff. I even said, well, a big word. But anyway, listen. That's real, Brother Rich. I can see when I'm watching yesterday, still white people check with a whole bunch of damn courage. Openly calling white people niggas. So the first 10 minutes of the damn thing I watched, I'm seeing a lynching, a raping, and then calling black people niggas. I'm like, wow, they're calling it on thick. And then in the trailer, when you watch the trailer on the internet or something, you'll see the brother dressed in his Moorish garb. You understand what I'm saying? With the turban and other things. And you start to see the sonic signs and other signs inside the television series. But this is critical because it's talking about the roots of our nation. I'm like, wow. For those of us that are really wise, we look into it and extract some of the valuable lessons out of it. Last point, they have to be able to drop this seed in that generation that's coming up, Brother Rich. What do I mean by that? Our generation caught the original roots. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And you're regurgitating the things over and over and over. And then when they thought we were building ourselves to the point where we put that behind us, to hit us with all the other slave movies, to remind the niggas, you understand what I'm saying? That we still in charge. Now this generation is, wow, uncontrollable. So now they gotta drop that seed on them again, Brother Rich. They gotta drop that seed on us once again to lay the bait. Now, from this day forward, after the 8 hours of this madness, they're going to water it in nurture to really stimulate us back into the fruit law.
That bullshit like my bullshit on TV. That shit came on TV. The History Channel and all that shit. Fuck that shit, man.
Why can't we deal with who we are as a people today?
Plant that seed in the new generation. Let them know we still in charge, niggas. We still in charge, motherfucker. Fuck what y'all do. As long as you black skin, we don't keep the division between you. Fuck that. We're gonna get you as feminine as we can. We've already dominated your men, got them in prison, got you fucked up, got your race fucked up. Black race is fucked up. It's fucked up. You got folks like him, you and me, people that just know that got common sense and see the bullshit, but man, it's too fucking dumbed down because you got female. You don't have the balance. You got too much female. Too much female. In males. See, female's okay in a female. Like I said, too much. But female in a man ain't good.
Too much female in a little boy kid.
This one girl, Zaza Ali, say, really, men ain't really got in really touch with the female part of them to really understand women. I say it's not for me to understand you like that. No. Fuck that. I can't be you.
That's when, that's when you fall off as being a man.
Yeah, hey, you do what you do. And there's mysteries about a female.
That's their mystery.
I want y'all to keep your
That's
mystery
what I'm
because
saying.
I want to know you like, you know, that's give me something to be intrigued about because I don't want to be nigga just predictable and bullshit.
Let me like you something, my brother. With the creativity in us, which is the creator of us, if we knew everything about a woman, why would we want to be with one? You see what I'm saying?
That's the problem right now.
That's what it is. That's what
it
is, bro. They know too much about a woman, so they want to be one.
Because see, it's just like I'm going to the 5-year-old transgender motherfucker. Now, it's a boy being raised by a female who wanted a man, who wanted a female.
Wanted a girl.
And ain't no man around to define who he is.
Change that.
The dude that fuck, I guess it's like
that. You know he wasn't around.
He booked up.
He
nowhere around.
Like I said again, she wanted a little girl and he sufficed.
And that's right. So she put all of her female intuition, everything in that boy. And that boy fucked up now. He's 5 years old and he think he a girl.
And watch this. And not just that, Dave.
Act like a girl, want to be a girl.
She pushed that nigga away. Well, she didn't want the nigga in there because the nigga probably wasn't no good anyway. And didn't want that nigga to turn out like that nigga.
You know, according without knowing the gender of the woman, I don't, you know what I mean?
Because I'm like, yeah, if the woman already mad the man, her best way to get it back at the man is what, Dave? Turn his son into a sister. Bro, they got evil women out there, Dave. They got evil women out there, Dave. To fuck you up, turn your son into a sissy. That's some evil shit.
We live on a planet.
That should hurt my heart to think about that, bro.
It's flawed.
That hurt my heart to think about that.
Nothing perfect on this planet. It's flawed. It's a flawed planet because we do have
free will.
The good that outweighs the bad. That's the balance. We gotta keep that balance. We gotta keep that good, evil. We gotta keep that balance. The good balance got to overweigh that evil. You always gonna have evil. You better understand that.
Hey.
You can't go always have evil, man.
Hey, you gotta look at it like this. Gotta got this. The head and the tail, the up and the down, the in and the out. You gonna always be in the middle of that choice. Because you gonna always have bad.
As long as you got motherfuckers that want power, you're gonna have that. You gonna have evil.
Because like you said,
power hungry motherfuckers create evil, man.
There is no light without. There is no darkness without light. It's the balance, like you said. It's all about the balance.
You can't have a whole career of dropping it like in hot songs, and all of a sudden now you want to go teach an etiquette class or political education class. No, you go wiser than that. You want to defraud the government for thousands and thousands and thousands, and turn around and look up some old dude now. You want to get in and teach financial stuff to people. Stop that. People are well aware, and I'm catching on to these fraudulent people out here doing this kind of stuff to black people, and we're sick and tired of it, man. Why don't you have an exemplary life? Why don't you show us by example of what you want us to do instead of...
The thing is, Dave, like you said, Dave,
because when they get
on your answer machine, you got to create your own reality, nigga.
Better, man. You know, anybody have a goal? There are people that actually say, I'm going to get a government job, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to get a job corporate America, blah, 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 blah. They want to be a part of the matrix. They want to be a part of this bullshit. I mean, and then I want to get a career in medicine. I want to get a career in this. I want to get a career in that. You want to get a career. You want to get some, you know, it borders on insanity how you're taught to keep this perpetual bullshit. No, you're taught, you know, the education system. That's where all the fuckery begins. Because look at this shit. Obama knows the way to attack his sissy agenda, his queer agenda, is to go at the little kids. You placing
Yes.
these rules,
Yes.
this transgender shit
Put the-
in the school.
put the confusion.
Where it's easy.
Put the confusion.
It's easy to put the confusion
Right
in
there,
kids
right there.
to make it seem normal. That's what's fucked up now. You got kids that they penguins and all kind of shit. You a boy, you a girl. No,
See,
I'm a
what
girl.
saying? See?
No, you a boy.
See,
I'm a
no,
girl.
I'm a girl. My mama said I can be what I want. I can be whatever I want.
Now that shit's now. So you got to accept what that little 4 or 5 year old who don't really know who they are.
Thank you.
But been programmed to be a sissy, and now
he a sissy.
And got rights.
He a sissy.
They want bathrooms for him to go in. He don't need to go in a boy bathroom because he gonna get fucked with. He a boy, but he like a girl. So what they saying is because he go in a boy bathroom looking like a girl, he can go into the girly bathroom and now.
All I can say now, then, Dave, look.
And Obama's saying it's the law. It's the law. And the interpretation of the law.
Now watch it, Dave.
These law motherfuckers, man.
Watch it, Dave. Isn't it ironic, Dave? How he can come on there for that, but couldn't come on for all the murder that's happening on what you on Chicago.
Hey, he's a population controller. He's an elitist.
Yes.
That motherfucker and Michelle, they two motherfucking elitists, homosexual and queer. You know, lesbian, queer, whatever fuck.
I said that a fucked up match made. A fucked up match made.
Them kids is
a fucking match made, dude.
Kids is playing.
You heard that girl. You heard that girl when she said when he was with his white friends, how he acted.
Yeah.
Man, when I heard that there, I said, this nigga was more than just a plant. They found that nigga just more.
Oh, they found the perfect little guy.
Yeah, perfect little guy.
And he black and he got.
You heard what you said, Dave?
Black enough.
You heard what you said, huh?
Where you going? Yeah.
You said the guy. You didn't say the man. You said perfect real guy. Perfect real guy.
Because he was a little guy.
Yes. Mold him into the gay guy he is.
Very satirical.
The mold him into the gay. Cause
change the motherfucker.
Cause we saw when that nigga got to drink some fucking truth that he think he got in him, it can't come out because it ain't no truth in it. You saw him stutter. Because he couldn't, that shit was hilarious, Dave. How you see a president do that, Dave?
I never seen one do it.
Dave, that fucked me up.
Here's what it is. Let me tell you why he did that. He's trying to stay politically correct. And he don't have the prompt to help him stay in the place.
Right.
Right now, you might say something fucked up.
Yes,
that's why
he had to get the stutter to get his thoughts together. He had to stutter to get his thoughts together.
That's why he used the word, that's the word you used.
Hocus.
He didn't say hocus pocus.
Yeah, he said.
He said, the word he used was, he was describing something Trump it's a word that's real.
It's like hocus.
Yo, it's in the same context. It means, you just speaking bullshit.
Yeah, he's trying to say.
You're just talking bullshit.
Don't listen to the bullshit that Trump talking about.
But he used the word that I heard.
It was hocus or it was some kind of...
Tinker.
Don't let him It's the same thing he did. Shit.
You some kind of leader and you've got followers and people can listen to you. That's not the goddamn criteria for being in the Congress committee. Where the fuck was that on the application?
Hey, let Griff play. I got it right here.
Restore. You got a couple questions?
You know, a bunch of
okey doke.
Okey doke.
You look like an okey doke. Damn.
Just because it
watch this. He can't see. What is he talking about?
It sounds funny, or the tweets are.
Why don't you just say Donald Trump's name?
Then we're not going to build on the progress that we started.
You know what I mean?
Who want to build on the progress that you started, dog? Right, wrong, Dave?
Build off the sissy foundation.
Yeah, who want to build on that?
Homosexual foundation.
Build off of what you started.
Build off the transgender foundation.
What you started.
That's all he did.
Yeah.
Everything Yeah, everything that this man has done has been related to the gay sexual agenda.
Yeah, bro.
And all this, everything connects with sex. That's all it is. The connection is sex. It's sex. Who you can have sex with? Who can get the thing going up the booty, like he said, because that's what he likes. He likes that. That's how he was getting the cocaine back in the day. He was having sex with white men, old white men. That's what he did. He been over for the white men and did plenty of fellatio. He did plenty of fellatio.
Undercover fucking
that
president.
That's just a flaming homosexual.
Undercover fucking gay man.
And like you said, and find the perfect partner. Find women don't like men.
And that's what got. All I can say about Michelle is she's a beautiful specimen of a woman.
She don't like men.
But she don't like men because, like that boy said, what wife would be like? Come on now, you can say enough of that gay shit. If you ain't gay,
she enjoy the gay shit. She in the closet gay. She gay. How you gonna bet that motherfucker? You know he is. I mean, you know, but they put they done the greatest acting job. They put they look like they in love and shit. They stand together and stuff and man. Michelle, I feel like I said, Michelle strap it on. Yeah, she ain't got. She slapped that motherfucker.
Like I said, it's a horrible sight to see, but I can see it being just like that. Just like that.
Yeah, you see how physical that
just like that.
Right?
Just like that, Dave. Just like that, Dave. Dave, just like that, Dave. Dave, you see who wear the pants in the relationship? He probably dressed up like that woman. You saw him dressed up in drag. Heard me? And
she probably got the choice she was on him.
Because you saw him dressed up in drag.
That's his partner.
Hey, boom, cool, my proud joy. Yeah, you a nigga, but you still my boy.
Nobody ever seen no pregnant pictures of her either. Ain't never seen no pregnant pictures of her. She had 2 kids. Nobody ever seen no pictures.
No pregnant pictures. It makes sense.
Well, you need this. That mom and that family, man. That family was no good. You know, the brother, he's the NCAA basketball coach. So he's in the elite area. You know, basketball coach in a major university, do make money. And colleges carry political clout. The mama lives with him. Has any mother ever in the history of the presidency had their mother living in the White House? Mama was chosen to watch the girls in her job. Keep the girls.
Keep them straight, because that one that makes it.
Them girls are well-groomed, well-trained, smart. They definitely kids, but they know they role. They know they role very well. And they play the role. When kids, where he had his hand that time, a real daddy's gonna do that. Real daddy's gonna, that's not the way they engage with their girl. I'm telling you that.
But I tell you one thing, dude, when you see something and it feels awkward, it is awkward.
Nobody picked that up in that picture. I point that picture out. His hand on both of them is low. I mean, like on the hip and stuff, you know. And I'm like, I was like, man.
Like I said, Dave, if you got that in your spirit, it is what it is.
Your daughters, your hands gonna be on their shoulders.
Or around their waist.
Or their waist. And if it's around their waist, it's gonna be tasteful.
Right.
You understand? You're not gonna look at it like the dad and his daughter.
Nobody gonna get no ideas off.
Nah. But his hand was low. I said, I ain't never seen no daddy do that. I ain't never seen a daddy do that shit. I said, I ain't never seen a daddy do that. That was. It didn't sit right with me, brother. I picked it up real quick. I said, why look where his hands are, man? Why are his hands right there? That's a baby. Put your hands on your daughter. That's your daughter, man. Tell you what, I didn't get a lot of amen on that one. I brought attention to that dude had it. I got maybe 10 folks see. Yeah, that dude, the girl is standing in front of him. Yeah. And he had his hand right there on her pussy.
On her pussy. Like,
I'm like, man, and everybody was talking. All the women were saying elegant. I said, listen to black women. And then I pointed that shit out, and the whole tone changed. A whole lot of the comments after that was just a little different. You know what I mean? Like next few. Come behind somebody, oh shit, Bob, he was going a whole new aspect. Yeah. Hey, that's my daughter. That boy hands ain't there. I said, well, partner. Matter of fact, his hands never went there. Not in front of me. Now, what he do when he away from me, that's his business. But in front of me, you have some respect for her and for me, instead of that father. You do not put your hands down my girl's pussy in front of me. You asked for a chastisement on the realest of real. I'll get all in your ass if you did that shit to my girl in front of me. I'd be so pissed off. Hey, son. What do you think going on? Man, you need to have a talk then.
We gotta recant that picture.
We gonna have a talk. You ain't married to her. You know, so you need to walk where you put your hands. You know, put your hands there. Partner. I don't know if you get too away from here. But respect yourself, respect her. And most of all respect me, man. Shit, that's my girl. They just got me twisted. I'm gonna cancel the fucking prom date. Man, you can't take my girl to a prom. That shit, he wouldn't even thought, he was approaching her like that with me around. I'm sorry. If you got any kind of growth in him, any kind of maturity, any kind of respect for women, that dude was over there like he's a pimp. You don't see husbands and wives doing that shit. I ain't gonna put a man married to him, he's not gonna put his hands down around her pussy in a picture. That's out of taxi.
Like I said again, he's like more like a pimp.
I was like a pimp. Like he's pimping her.
Yeah.
Pimping.
Like he's going that bitch and have more holes there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
That was no respect for that girl.
No, that girl's beautiful, man. It works. That's high school, though, dog. That's high school. And man, you talk about interracial prom pictures this season. God damn. Boy. On Facebook, a lot of your peers' kids, what this you're starting to see, you're seeing biracial girls who look white, but they're black, getting with dark skin. You feel me? Because their daddy's dark skin. And you get these light white girls, and then they producing, beautiful babies. You know the mix, the mix means something. Now, y'all, let's not be our heads in the sand on that shit. You know, and niggas know what nigga want to put a seed in Mariah Carey back in the day, or Alicia Keys. You know what I mean? Or Halle Berry. Halle Berry when the white boy put a seed in him. Not a white boy. Niggas had a chance though. She gave niggas a chance. Halle Berry gave a whole bunch of niggas a chance. He did, man.
Everybody wants to be Halle Berry.
Shit, put the black seed in that shit.
That's match made in heaven almost.
That's you know, if you got a little girl or boy, they're the one with with good looks and options.
You're definitely gonna have somewhere to go in life.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real. That ain't no bullshit. It's just wake up. Hey, you can't. Hey,
ain't no lie.
Ain't no lie. The white man. The white man is responsible for fucking shit up like that. You know, first time the nigga looked over and saw across the land the white woman, the hip was flowing. He was never
hypnotized. They bunch of hypnotized. He was
never the same either. And the white man knew that I can't have my women
for these niggas.
Breeding.
For these niggas.
Breeding with these motherfuckers. Breeding. Like with animals, breeding. Can't have a nigga.
Why they did, but
can't have a nigga and a white woman mix together.
But they could.
Do you understand? That's the divide between white and black is. That's probably the number one fucking thing. It's not working. It's not working together. It's when they work together. You know your women are gonna start liking black, and that's the fear that your race will not stay pure, and it's not. It ain't pure.
Like I say,
y'all motherfuckers start mixing. They start to mixing. I mean, look, I'm a Williams. You know what I mean? Williams, all in the world. You ever go to the phone book? Look at Williams, Johnson, Smith. That was some slave-making motherfucker. You understand that? You go to any phone book anywhere in the world, you see a bunch of Williams, a bunch of Johnsons, a bunch of Smiths.
Like I said, that was a nigga that was hitting him. That was a hunter that was hitting him.
Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our nearest airfield. We trust you'll be happy, sir.
How deep is that sea? You know, in some crazy shape, form, or fashion, you're all interconnected, so shit. Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
It is.
That motherfucker, and that's why he showed them kind of movies to keep you in that mindset of we run shit. We run shit, niggas. We run shit. Y'all better understand that we can make movies to take you back 12 years a motherfucking slave and shit.
These young people nowadays, 30-something-year-olds, they play the numbers game, Rich. As long as you got numbers and you got followers on YouTube and Facebook, you some kind of leader and you got followers and people can listen to you. That's not the goddamn criteria for being in the conscious community. So you talk with that on the application. Let's show them the application. I feel the shit out of it. One thing to say is, man, that wasn't on the Facebook, wasn't on the application. Twitter wasn't on the application. It wasn't. You ain't lying. It wasn't. You had to actually go do some work, man. Some real work. Because trust me, Brother Rich, let me ask you a question. I'm going to turn the volume down. Let me ask you something, Brother Rich. Let me give you one on 3 for you. Yeah, Brother of the conscious community if YouTube didn't exist?
Anything more?
Great question, sir.
Yeah.
If we weren't able to espouse what we feel that gave by 140 characters, who would be the leaders for the rich? Who would be those who do that kind of work? You understand what I'm saying? Who would be the leaders of white people that allow you on their stage? Excuse me? I understand. Thank you. Cricket. Because you got to get your ass out in the street and make it happen for the people. I told the people in St. Louis, turn the goddamn phones off, turn the goddamn cameras off. We need to talk. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And people in St. Louis this weekend stepped up to the plate and let's talk, and we talked it out. You understand what I'm saying? You can bring them to the occasion. I applaud the people in St. Louis. Every city needs to do that. Every city needs to answer these questions I'm asking you right now. Who would those black leaders be? And then what kind of program would you have to lead them? You understand what I'm saying? What would be your medium? What would be the medium to speak to your people through? Will we go back to the soapbox on the corner, Brother Rich? Will we have to go back and rely on the black church? Or will we have to have our own meetings? Will we have to go back to the cyphers in the park?
Good question.
The rallies in the park? What do we have to do, Brother Rich? No, the cracker made it fucking convenient now. It's an all-important time. Every time we do an interview, after that, you got
That's the truth. Niggas got internet now, so they can shout out anything they want. What would be your, for white folks, you told them that though?
Yeah, because they don't want you to say nothing.
Now you can have a Facebook army. Now you ain't got to go nowhere and do anything in the comfort of your own home. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can set up a revolution via text or email or a YouTube clip. Now ain't nobody gonna really do nothing. Ain't nobody really gonna go nowhere. But it's good. It's a good feeling that 100,000 people gonna watch my video. And okay, now what? You and I both know this to be very true. If you and I got $1 for every hit or every view that we got on the interviews we do every goddamn week, we'd be straight, right, Brother Rich? We bring the real things in the community. But you know something? Hold on out. Every time we do these interviews, we give a little of ourselves. So the people that listening, what do they hear back?
Watch it, Dave. Watch it, Dave. If everybody had a pen pal account, Dave, hooked up to a debit card, and every thumbs up you get $1 for it, Dave. Every thumbs up you get $1 for it. You heard me? If your shit fire, you get enough thumbs up, nigga, you paid. Right?
Come on, man. That's real talk, Brother Rich.
$1? That ain't no money. Ain't no money, but it add up. Oh, you know they would. Because they're still trying to do something. They're still trying to come together.
Basically, that would have to come with consultation fees, because if that person is consulting and you're agreeing with it, then that donation, whatever it is, when money is exchanged to do something, the motherfucking state you in is going to be looking at that shit. What the fuck are you doing? You gotta go once you get up to 10, 15, once you get $10,000 level,
I know.
attention comes.
It seems like that's the furthest you're going to get with that.
That's a gift. You get $10,000 a gift. So your gift can't go over 10 grand.
As I can say, why? You see, because that's their regulations. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you don't know about that.
Them motherfuckers getting your ass. Well, let's put it like this. Then they find niggas in. Stop it. Hobo Prince.
That's what I was talking about.
Hobo Prince.
That's what I was
Fire concept, fire idea, fire.
Yeah.
And shake your hands, Brother Rich, and talk to you face to face. And feel one another. And I need to let people know I'm real, man. We're on the voice of the phone. You understand what I'm saying? We got to come on. Plain and simple. Last but not least, man, I'm just real soldiers, man. Shout out to my brother Brick, man, and Emperor. I'm in some real soldiers who ready to put it in work. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm moment's notice.
That's what you mean, man. That's real.
And a moment's notice, government. These are real brothers, man. They say, listen, man, you can never change the same women. I wouldn't even think you was a down-to-earth dude, man. But not too many people, man, are hanging out with us like this up on the block. You got to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to know we real. Thank God. I don't know that brother's name, but thank God for that brother that ran Jamal Bryant up off the goddamn block. Did you see that? Yeah, I see it. All praises due to Allah. That brother, I need about 1,000 of them brothers right there. You know what I'm saying? Ran his punk ass right up off the goddamn block. That's what we gonna start doing in a Trust me. Trust me. I want to ask you, since we're talking about Hollywood, big time, $1 million Hollywood budget movies, they say the Matrix responds accordingly to what's going on. So with that being said, I want to ask you, Here's Colors 4 is on the bestsellers list on Amazon over Batman vs. Superman, over a lot of other movies. But it hasn't came out yet. But I see the post the brother Tariq Nasheed posted, and I checked, and it sure was on the bestsellers list. Got 5 stars and all that. What do you think Hollywood responds when they see something like this that has the Reverend Phil Valentine, that has Brother Kava on it, that has Professor James Cole, that has Dr. Joseph Blair? When they see this on the bestseller list on Amazon, one of the biggest sites in the world, what do you think their response to something like this would be? I think their response to the ongoing series of Hidden Colors is going to be a very silent, but violent one, intellectually, on a psychic level, because what the brother is doing with the Hidden Colors series is waking up aspects of another generation that didn't have access to the Professor Small, to the Brother Kava, to the Delbert Blair, to Dr. Francis Cresswell, all the elders that are there in the film. These young people didn't know what it was like to go up to the first world and sit at the feet of John Henry Clark. They didn't know that. They didn't know to sit at the feet of Dr. Ben. They weren't here for that. It was our responsibility and duty to pass that information down. But technology moved so quick, Brother Rich. We went from the VHS to the DVD overnight. You know what I'm saying? They were so to the point where that next generation had it at their fingertips. We had to grind for it.
Yo, it's funny to me,
It's
funny to me.
And on the level,
yeah, I hear what this nigga saying.
Now, and get it quick at their fingertips. And it's spreading like wow.
I ain't even call niggas like that. I respect his violence and risk and all. I respect all that. I respect your shit. I respect everybody's shit. Everybody got something to fucking say. Shit, just to what degree do you want to say it? You know what I mean? Motherfucker want to be taped and YouTubed and all that on a daily basis. You know, I think this shit positive. I think there's a lot of positive motherfuckers out here. But on the overall, man, on the overall, man, people, it's just common sense shit that's really, it's baffling. But we go back to this. To me, this is my observation. You know? Until we bring balance back to
The what?
Black culture.
Oh, black culture.
The original black culture. I mean, the balance. I mean, male, female, man. We can't get washed. We can't get thrown up into this European bullshit that's going on right now. Male and female. That ain't black shit. That ain't like shit. Well, why we fucking with that bullshit? My motherfuckers, we got motherfuckers struggling on the street, hungry in the motherfuckers. And you just streaming about fucking bathroom? Motherfucker, a bathroom.
I'm talking about.
I piss outside, what the fuck I gotta go with? You talking about bathroom? And you know, Obama tried to do he took that political thing, throwing more presidents. You ain't done shit about none of the motherfucking president issues since you been up in this motherfucker. You have all the motherfucking elite shit out. That's all you did. That's all you fucking done is help. You help people that had to keep having.
Yep.
You kept the motherfuckers wealthier. They increased. Everybody increased. Everybody got shit. Everybody got something. And then black folks up in the opinion. Why you can't just be president of black? How you gonna help black people out? Ooh. You all just this is what black folks did 8 years. That's what black folks done 8 years. Just let Obama just go ahead, Obama. And that's what he like doing.
Like I said, smart watching.
Like this, like you and I. Fuck. Go ahead and do shit. Wake the fuck up, man. Damn. Let me do my slave thing. Let me do my slave thistle. Lock in. Do my slave thistle. Clock in, man. Got me. Clock in. Clock in, nigga. That's what it's for. Exactly. Yeah, I know what you're doing, though. I ain't for this shit. I got to feel where I feel is. I still in some of this shit. I'm trying to get out of this shit. Trying to get out of the matrix, man. You know. Maybe phone, man. Fucked up some electronics. Electronics still fucked up with me. So, I've been instructing her what she got to do. And, here's the thing. There are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of buildings in every motherfucking city in the motherfucking United States. And some of them just motherfucking straight up fucking empty.
Come on,
shit
dog.
going on.
Come on, dog. A lot of them.
Oh man, come on, man. But
we got one that got 20.
But with that said, you gotta have somebody to run it, supervise. You gotta pay for folks. So you can say, well, you don't want to build. Nobody conducts themselves. You gotta have food services in. You gotta have cleaning services. So it can be done, but you know, it would be government controlled. in the government is along with the population agenda control shit. Man, let them motherfuckers out there. They can like get the best way they can.
That's how they feel.
And that's hey, like I said, you have no family.
Stuff like stuff for real. You offending for yourself, cat, for real, Pop.
Nobody know what thing but not make friends. You better show yourself friendly and make you some motherfucking friends here. That's why.
Motherfucking friends.
Because if you are not, you can create a family. You get some people to love you, you create some. Yeah. It's easy to get people to know you when you do a little boo-boo, ray, whatever. And then, that boy, I remember that boy was all I like, man.
Yeah, he wasn't no stanky kid.
Okay.
But if you was a stanky kid, yes, you by yourself.
Oh, yeah, ain't no problem. The niggas that love you, just, oh, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I see you, nigga. Yeah, hey, yo, good seeing you, dog.
Stanky niggas.
He crossed the street.
Stanky niggas just passed through.
Yeah, what's up, nigga? Yeah, hey. I see you, man. You back in town? Yeah. Hey, man, well, yeah. Yeah, we be out in the gym. Yeah, come on, spot the gym. And he comes over and down to my house. See the gym, nigga.
Not only you was a stanky nigga, you was a grimy nigga. I ain't grimy no more. Yeah, I ain't grimy no more. Yo, dude, I ain't grimy no more. I ain't grimy no more. But your spirit still stink, nigga.
Oh, yeah. So, man, dark skinned niggas named Kilowatt. That's what we call him, Kilowatt. Man, want to head back to here. And he kept a chip on shit. Yeah. You know, playing ball and shit. Pow, nigga! One of that niggas. Pow, man, you know. Like he ain't supposed to get fouled. Everybody gets fouled.
Like I said,
pow, nigga.
He wasn't really fouled. He got fouled and shit. All right, I got you.
Boy, but plays hard now. He got him on your team. You got a warrior. Like he's a warrior. He was nigga, but he just kept a chip on his shoulder. And guess what? That was just on the court. So then all my people just didn't like him. You know what I mean? If he hung around, you'd be like, you keeping your eye on him because just never knew about this nigga, you know. But yeah, dog. Yeah. You want like dog.
Yeah, nigga about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch that shit.
Yeah, we have to watch him. Everybody said, what over here, man? I don't know, man. Just hang, you know. I'm gonna have my road, nigga. Okay, dog.
I had that nigga as a friend, not an enemy.
Oh, hey, man. Always.
Yeah, Stone. Yeah, Stone. I thought you heard it. Man, it's been raining a while, dude. It's been raining a while. It started raining right when you said that about you gonna do your slave job, Dave. The water ain't gonna kill you. Yeah, dude, brother. When you sit there and you think about Hillary Clinton and all the shit she done did and still in the running, man. That's power, bro. That's power.
That should tell you something.
That's power, bro.
That should tell you something.
And that's crookedness, too. That shows you
that first.
You did.
That should tell you about the power that them motherfuckers use.
Yeah, bro. Them bitches
use some power, brother.
They use some power, bro. Nigga would be in jail. Nigga be on pins and needles. They wouldn't want to leave the house. She running for president. She running for president, dude. Do you hear me?
That's the crooked. That's the crookedest.
Oh, boy, you ought to hear how they talking out about that movie, dude. Oh man, they talking about that movie. They saying how could she allow that to happen to a man like that? That was a real.
We lost a SEAL team.
Yeah, bro. That was a real.
All guys should have all this shit's like a motherfucking Wild Watch, bro.
They said it was a real political nice dude, bro. Political correct dude about the right thing. That's why. You already said, dude, you never want to be that good when motherfucker wants you dead. Because they wanted him dead, partner. Do you hear me? Because that wasn't nothing but a setup.
Yeah.
They wanted to know why that boy was there.
Yeah.
That prime minister wasn't even supposed to be there. And especially this one here, Dave, before you roll. Remember when they said that Hillary said she went under fire? And that was a lie?
Oh, yeah, when she said
Do
that.
you hear me, Dave?
You talking about back early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't, she was just giggling and laughing.
And we saw her walk to the car giggling and laughing. She said she was under fire going to her car.
She's a liar, man. She's a liar. Oh, a straight up liar.
And I'm like, how y'all follow that? Because y'all don't like Trump. Shit.
Crazy. Down on Trump. But Hillary is no Girl Scout.
No Girl Scout. Definitely no Girl Scout. Because she making Girl Scouts disappear, dude. You know, she did the Bill Clinton on little flings and shit.
Social media is doing that. If you see 2 or 3 of the scholars that you've been studying, ooh, that's so bad.
Maybe you too. Some of y'all gonna be putting stuff up there. I'm just letting y'all know right now I can't read. So that's why I let you know that I don't have no material motive for none of the truth that I spread. My motive is for you to know the truth for you. Fuck all the bullshit that other motherfuckers is teaching and showing you. When you feel the truth within you, then you're gonna know who the creator of you really is. The creativity which is in you. For you to create something magnificent. I'm just saying. Yeah, we about to live there. And go fuck up all these garbage trucks with speed. I ain't had to get out of the car. None of them. There we go. There we go. Shit, I ain't see that.
was insect.
Take me bad after this shift.
I don't keep a record of purchases.
Hello and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host.
That's enough of that there. Lay that down, listen to this music. My music. I would finish this mission. And I'm gonna talk to y'all about what's really real. And what's really real is you knowing who the creator is and not believing in bullshit that you've been taught basically all your life. For instance, do you know who you pray to when you pray to your God? When I say your God, because when you think of the word God, you think of that word as many gods. Because I'll tell you, whenever you have a separation with something that there is no separation with at all, then you have what they call anonymous. Like for instance, you might think that your God is better than somebody else's God. Your religion, you might think, is better than somebody else's religion. When this don't have nothing to do with neither. The truth is the truth. This is not no religious bullshit. The truth is who the creator in you is. Oh, you do this. But back to what I was saying. Until you realize who the creator is in you, for you to know the creator for you, and not believe in some God-fearing in bullshit. Because when I say some God-fearing in bullshit, you gotta look at it for what it really is. When you look at, there's one saying, God is good all the time, and then the Bible comes back and say, fear God. Now, which one is it? The Creator is not two-faced like all the different gods. And it's a separation because the Creator made it. Because the Creator created man that created all these different gods. So, the truth is in you. The creativity which is in you is the creator of you. When you think of life, and then you think of the creator giving you free will with this life, then you got to think of, and realistically speaking, about your life. If the creator was to rule over your mind, that wouldn't make the creator divine if the creator didn't allow you to pick and choose. To give you life and free will, you have the life and free will to will your life any way you want to will it for free. But know that embedded in your DNA is the creativity, which is the divine light, which is the only sunlight, which is literally the only one sun, spelled S-U-N, but the U is a whole circle because it's the first sun. I'm just saying. So you just think of this for yourself. If there is no Father, how can you go through the Son to get to Him? The Creator is the teacher of the man that was supposed to be one. I'm just saying, we are conscious thinking human being here. That's what we are. We are conscious thinking humans being here, living out a life experience and feeling. So when I say
the divine light of all life, which is the sunlight, there is nothing greater. So therefore, there is no God, because man made it. Man made the word God in order for you to fear false evidence appearing real. He made that for you to pick up, to think about an entity that you cannot see or feel. But to be stabbed, pinched, or bitten is what you feel, because the creativity which is in all of us is very, very much real. It's the creator, not the God bullshit that you've been taught all your damn life. Because if you think about it, you'll see that God don't have no power, and you don't have to think about that twice. All you gotta do is just think about, you can say God while having sex, and in the Bible they say don't say his name in vain. When I can say basically all of you out there don't know the Creator's original name. The Creator's original name is something that you have, and you have it all on your own. And that's your feelings, baby girls and baby boys. You stand on those alone. This is from the Creator, baby. I came out the light to know now was right and not believe in some bullshit that I was taught in repetition that wasn't right. Or I wouldn't be here today to tell y'all that I know what I know, from where I went to where I'm going back to. Because I'm eternal, baby. The light has opened my eyes. So all I can do now is to share the truth with you, so you can open up your own eyes if you're searching for the truth. If you want the truth. Because some of y'all are stuck on stupid and don't want to get straight. Because y'all are afraid of the truth. Because the truth is going to expose you being a piece of shit. And that's with a lot of you. The truth is going to expose you being a piece of shit. So that's why you don't want to acknowledge the truth when you see it, feel it, and know it's true. But in your DNA is the divine creator of all life. And the creator is always straight and always right. So the love unconditionally that the creator have for you will make it well. Why would the creator ever be upset with you when the creator already know what you're going to do before you even do what you do? The creator gave you life and free will to do what you do. But for you to know, whatever you do wrong, you're going to feel wrong of the wrong that you've done. Because that's why you have feelings, to know there's only one creator of everyone. I'm just saying, you have to open your eyes up, and you have to look deep in you to find the creator of you. Saying this ain't no hocus pocus, people. Because if this was hocus pocus, we wouldn't be all twisted upside down in this game. The creator would have it perfect, just like the creator is. But I'll tell you this, I'm straight now, because I know what I know, and know I know it. I'm so straight, I'm as straight as an arrow being shot at the target that knows it's going to hit it in the middle. I am as sharp as a razor that can cut a hairstring down the middle. And I thought this one off with was really real, and this would make the world go round. Let's finish this off.
Yay, it's Christmas. Your favorite time of the year. But there's never enough time to buy all those gifts. Download the Amazon app, and the inspiration for the perfect gifts is all around you.
In this, after this gift of life, I'm gonna explain something to y'all while I leave. When I think about how far I came to know the truth, and I believe in some bullshit, it's wonderful. The feeling is overwhelming simply because death ain't shit. It's not a transition from life. Just like up, down, in, out, right, wrong, dead, alive. But know that you eternal. Then you never die. You just leave out of this earth suit. I know the truth from going into the light with my free will. To be back here, living really real, with no bullshit, with none of the bullshit that I was taught by repetition, because everybody else was taught by the same repetition, all because it was meant for us to be taught the bullshit. But knowing the truth is totally different. After you know you've been bullshitted basically all your life. Like I said, basically all your life. That's what I said. Everything that you done learned so far was taught by repetition to who else was taught the same thing that you was taught.
Interesting. Interesting. Well done.
So all I can say to you, keep your head up. I'm hugging you, hugging me, because you are me, and I am you. Keep your head up. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for the world, because the world is hurt. Everybody needs somebody, and everybody needs a hug. So I'm just saying, Miles, do your thing. You can make something positive out of all this negativity. And like all those people that's around you, don't need to exchange numbers and keep in touch with each other. Because all of us come from one atom. Literally, one atom. Let's finish this.
And I'm in that right there. Before Martin Luther King come on. I'll give y'all Martin Luther King too.
It's a question of whether we are making any real progress in the area of race relations. Now, there are some people who feel that we aren't making any progress. There are some people who feel that we are making overwhelming progress. I still have the faith to believe that we shall overcome before the victory is won. Some more will get scarred up a bit. Before the victory is won, some more will be thrown into jail. Before the victory is won, many will be misunderstood and called bad names simply because they're determined to stand up. I would like to take what I consider a realistic position and say that we have come a long, long way in the struggle to make justice and freedom a reality in our nation, but we still have a long, long way to go.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our nearest airfield. We trust you'll be happy, sir.
Boy gonna sound a little better because he got EQs and all different type of other sound machines to help his voice sound better.
I'm happy to join with you today. You will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Even though we face the difficulty of today and tomorrow, still have a dream. We hope this proves to be self-evident that all we are created.
Oh, shit! Where'd they go?
We found the motherfucker! There was something to say, oh, we were able to down there, I have a dream that one day each the state of Mississippi. A state split within a projection, split through the earth. Will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that all of the children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by birth and will not transfer of their parents. One day, right here in Alabama, little black girls and little black boys will be able to join hands with little white girls and little white boys as brothers and sisters.
Yeah, thank God Almighty.
Get that son of a bitch!
I'm just gonna do it just to show you that I can finish it right fast. Alright. Putting on me was going to finish this mission. You do. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cassius Marcellus Clay. He's young, he's handsome, he's a prophet, he's a poet. They know it.
This is my tribute to Muhammad Ali. You know, I always get read in my book.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our nearest airfield. We trust you'll be happy, sir.
I'm too fast. You get up and then oh, that was fun. Any of y'all on here that's about the truth, I would love to hear from y'all. I would love to hear what you know that you really know. What have you really experienced to say that you've been somewhere to know something of any importance? Me, myself, to say that I can't read or write, and I'm not none of them scholars or any of these ones that went through college and got all that knowledge from college.
but still don't have a job. That's some bullshit. This world is so twisted. It is what I say when I say the truth is the truth. Slippery so lies can't go down. Lies are supposed to slide off, and the truth is supposed to carry on. But here in Babylon, that is what it is, some bullshit. And like I said again, you can't tell me that ain't no bullshit.
Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
Oh, bullshit. Dude, I'm gonna finish this shit. I ain't getting no stuff finished.
This strain kills 99% of bad breath germs.
Man, y'all just shit you think about it bad for you. Man, create that bullshit.
Tonight, lyrical masterpiece creator.
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you? Thank you, sir. Your spectacular aircraft is now ready for you at our nearest airfield.
See, if I got a line to kick it, I just rather not kick it, man. Take me for who I am. In the words of Dolomite, if you don't, confidentially, I don't give a damn. See, everybody thinks they gotta try to portray an image, but this is how it really goes. Watch your boy, here I come rolling down the avenue. Not in a Bentley or a Phantom, just a Malibu. Sorry if you met me and you thought I had a slab or two. I'm living in the hood, I got one crib and that'll do. Grinding every day, but I ain't sitting no seven figures. I'm not a gangster murderer, I shot up 20 niggas. I don't lie about my lifestyle, I do me and I get love. And I never made it rain, and Jesus out of strip club. No time for my niggas, so my niggas out of sport. Listen, come on, I don't knock you with issue, but I do knock you if it ain't begin.
Going with that finish is right now it's up at the same time.
No first class, no private jet, no worldwide street team like some of these liars. I paid a crackhead $10 to pass out my flyers. My single ain't on fire. I barely got a buzz. No millions in the bank, but on that note, I wish it was. Not balling out of control. Nah, I never made it rain. My Twitter's not blowing up. I'm still on the chain. I just laugh when these rappers be lying about what they got. Cause everything these fuckers claim they say, I promise you ain't not.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our nearest airfield. We trust you'll be happy, sir.
freedom. Thanks for showing up to court to make sure I didn't beat them. And we don't make it easy when we see y'all coming. Instead of just letting you beat us, we be struggling and running. I know you hate it when we make you have to use that stick. And by the way, the taser and that pepper spray did the trick. I'm still walking funny. Hope my vision kicks back in. I know that I was wrong, sir. I'll never jaywalk again. Somebody told me you was jealous cause that car was brand new. I said the police jealous? That can never be true. Maybe one day I can be as clever as you. You care about us, so you monitor whatever we do. Dear Mr. Policeman, why is everybody tripping? I just don't understand. I know you out here in the streets doing the best that you can. If I could meet you face to face, I would shake your hand. Dear Mr. Policeman, why is everybody tripping? I just don't understand. I know you out here in the streets doing the best that you can. If I could meet you face to face, I would shake your hand. Pardon me, Mr. Policeman. These cuffs are cutting off the blood flow to my hands. It's amazing how you kicked that dude all in his face and beat the case, even though they had it all on tape. I know you love the people in the hood. How could you fake it? And that missing drug money, I know you didn't take it. I don't understand why people accuse you of hate. I know you only follow us to make sure that we safe. I saw 9 of y'all against one, beating them brainless. That 65-year-old woman must have really been dangerous. Cleaning up the streets is your top priority. You qualified for this, why would we question your authority? You only working hard following training. Why the hell all the Mexicans and blacks complaining? You gotta be the closest thing I've seen to perfect. And everybody that you locked up, they had to deserve it. Dear Mr. Policeman, why is everybody tripping? I just don't understand. I know you out here in the streets doing the best that you can. If I could meet you face to face, I would shake your hand. Dear Mr. Policeman, why is everybody tripping? I just don't understand. I know you out here in the streets doing the best that you can. If I could meet you face to face, I would shake your hand.
Seriously, people, move! Jesus Christ! Oh!
You can't say no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Then fold up when it get hard. Let's go after it. Life was pretty rough for a minute there. The status of insanity was in the air. Almost impossible not to consume hate. The bad luck is living with you like a roommate. The clouds got dark and started rumbling. The rain from the outside was coming in. You're trying not to panic, but that's the case. The water got higher, it was at your waist. It's hell now, but I ain't got to tell you that. It's closing in on me, God, where you at? You're hurting for some bread, looking at the sun. That little 9 to 5 just ain't getting it done. Your partners make your weeks pay in half a day. Promise your baby mama not to get it that way. Life circumstances make it kinda hard to trust. But always remember God is a part of us. Overcoming obstacles and letting blessings in. I heard somebody say success is the best revenge. If you utilize the talent that was put in you, you can master everything they said you couldn't do. We overcoming obstacles and letting blessings in. I heard somebody say success is the best revenge. If you utilize the talent that was put in you, you can master everything they said you couldn't do. All you wanna do is make the drama die. Your daddy never claimed you and your mama's high. It's hard to trust people, you afraid of help. With no parents around, so you raise yourself. All your life, people shooting slugs at you. Every time you take a step, they knock your back too. Your house was like hell, years, days, and months. Next door neighbors living like the Brady Bunch. Wish you could've went to school and do something great. But sometimes you barely ate and couldn't concentrate. You ain't nothing but a loser, that's what people said. You ain't second or the third or the fourth time. Diamonds don't define greatness, let your heart shine. You keep running up on these locked doors. Accept God's version of a blessing, not yours. We don't always know what's best, but trust in Him because you don't even know yourself better than He does. Satan's cup is full of hate, so let the evil drink. You too grown to worry about what
I'll be watching you.
Spiritual war, try to make
That's
the higher
racist.
conscious win. Even if the devil do get a few punches in.
I ain't gonna be watching either.
If we stop putting band-aids on
I ain't never pulled no threat whatsoever.
from the root will make you sober quick. And watch how strong you get once
Love,
it's over
cheese.
with.
Okay.
Blessings in. I heard somebody say success is the best revenge. If you utilize the talent that was put in you, you can master everything they said you couldn't do. We overcoming obstacles and letting blessings in. I heard somebody say success is the best revenge. If you utilize the talent that was put in you, you can master everything they said you couldn't do. life from it. Meteorite.